First fight was so close and so good. We didn't think it was possible that it could be as.
At some point, we're not 16, yeah, we are almost 40 years old, and I'm not shaking hands with my opponent. It's kind of weird, but if he's like this, no problem. I was learning something. I respect you, and I shake his hand, yeah, and he said, yes, it's sport. Congratulations. And then after interview, he came again, but we didn't shake hand. He said, we will have third fight.
Actually, I don't want second fight too. I mean, it's not my choice, but no problem. We're gonna do third fight if we need.
Unbelievable fight. Much better than the first one, and they gave their all. And we're going to get probably a trilogy.
He deserved it, and we want to see the third.
We'll see the third fight now.
Yeah.
Do you think Dimitri Bivol had done enough tonight?
Yeah, if Artur accepts, we will have the...
Since your BBF called out Dimitri Bol for a third battle and failed to shake Bol's hand after the match, he is now demanding a trilogy fight. Frank Warren, however, described the BBV rematch between Dimitri Bivol and Artur as a privilege to witness and claimed that it was a bout that spectators will never forget. He raised two of the greatest warriors in their generation, possibly the greatest of the 21st century. He claimed that both boxers gave it their all in the second battle, which was far superior than the first. Warren also alluded to the possibility of a future trilogy battle between the two.
We will have the third.
Talk to me about that co-main event. Joseph Parker with a second round knockout over Martin
Bacoli coming, arrived to the kingdom.
Incredible, right?
Yeah. We will have big fight with Bacoli in May, inshallah.
I spoke to Joseph Parker. He said he'd love to fight Alexander Usyk.
Regarding Dimitri Bivol's performance in the ring, Terence Crawford stated that he performed admirably and prevailed. He stated that Bivol's improved shape was the reason for the fight's difference, and that Bivol fought brilliantly. Balev left everything in the ring and wanted to win more, Orford remarked.
Dap up Dimitri in the ring. What'd you think of the fight?
Oh man, he did good, man. He won the fight.
Overall, the way he fought, what do you think made the difference tonight in your opinion?
He was in better shape.
Yeah?
He left it all in the ring.
Fimo Lopez stated that although he was hoping for a better BF, he believed the right guy prevailed. Bivol prevailed by 1 or 2 rounds, although he believed the bout may have ended in a tie. Lopez thought that Bal was the reason for the disparity, despite fighting on the back, delivering more strikes. He also saw that Bayer paid more attention to the body than the head, which Lopez said was a smart tactic that needed to have been employed more often. A trilogy fight would be great and something to look forward to, he said.
And the new, I mean, listen, I was going for Beterbiev, but I think the right man won tonight. Could have been a draw, but I think that Bivol edged it by 1-2 rounds, for sure.
What do you think made the difference?
The accumulating of punches. I think that even though he was fighting on his back foot, he was throwing more combinations, and I think landing a little bit more, a bit better. I think what I would take from Beterbiev, I think what I noticed a bit different was that he was going for the body more than the head. I think he should have kept going that route. I think it would have slowed Bivol down. But hey, I think that we should look forward to a trilogy now.
Yeah, you think a third fight?
I think that'd be awesome. You know, the Trinity trilogy.
Dimitri Bivol clarified, nevertheless, that he went up to Artur BBF to express his appreciation following the altercation. He told Beterbiev that he learnt from and looked up to him when he joined the national squad. Beterbiev praised him after they shook hands, but after the post-GT interview, I was shocked to learn that BBF had not shaken his hand again, but had instead announced that they will have a third fight, leaving Bivol wondering why.
I came to Artur, I told him, Artur, I respect you so much, you should know it. When I came to national team, I was looking after you, I was learning something, I respect you. And I shake his hand, yeah. And he said, yes, it's sport, congratulations. And then after interview, he came again, but we didn't shake hand. He said, we will have third fight.
Did you have a third fight?
Oh, why not?
In his opinion on the Ball versus Beterbiev rematch, Michael Buffer stated that he hopes a third battle will take place because the first one was incredible. According to him, the majority of those he spoke with believed the battle was more extensive than the judges' scorecards, which showed it as a tie. He described the bout as a terrific battle that combined traditional offensive, defensive, footwork, and counterpunching techniques.
We might go to number 3. I hope so. You know, it's amazing. Most people I talked to had it wider than the judges, especially the judges had it to draw. But classic offense, defense, leg work, counterpunching.
It was amazing, according to Michael Buffer, who disagreed with the scorecards. He compared it to a matador bull contest that spectators love to see, regardless of the results. I'm excited about the prospect of a trilogy and want to watch it again.
Incredible.
Yeah, really. I mean, regardless of the scores, it was a real fight. It was a matador and a bull type of thing that you love to see. And let's see it.
His reflections, Frank Smith described Dimitri Bol's voyage as unbelievable. He talked about how much it meant to him because of the type of guy he is, and not simply because of the battle itself. Smith believed that Bol deserved to win the first time, and that this battle was unquestionably his. Despite acknowledging that boxing is questionable, he noted that with the exception of one subpar scorecard, his judges got it correct. Expressed enthusiasm for Bivol's success and the adventure they have taken together, anticipating what lies ahead.
Well, you know, like, because he's such a nice geezer as well, not just the journey, like, you know, when you think back to the journey we've been on, the nights we've been involved in with him, and I knew how much that meant to him, and what a nice guy he was, and he deserved to win it the first time. And you never quite know, like, I feel like he won that quite clearly, but you never know. And that's the problem with boxing, isn't it? But tonight, you know, apart from John Robert Lane, which was a horrendous scorecard, they got it right. And what a night for Dimitri Bivol, and what a journey we've been on, and I can't wait.
Yard discussed his own opinion of the main event verdict, stating that he believed Beterbiev won by a slim margin, or that a tie may have occurred. Although he couldn't dispute the result, he felt that the challenger had gone above and above to win the title from Beterbiev, whom he considered the champion. The pressure from a Yardelt BFBF changed the outcome of the bout.
Did you agree with the decision in the main event?
I did.
Yep.
Not.
What?
No, I didn't. So,
You didn't agree?
I thought personally, Beterbiev won.
Yep.
Small margin, or it was a draw. But again, you can't argue with the decision being given.
Just his pressure in it, you thought that Beterbiev deserved it? The pressure?
I just personally believe Beterbiev is the champion.
Yeah.
I didn't see it as like he took Beterbiev's belt away from him. It was a close fight. So sometimes when you're the challenger, I feel like you need to take someone's belt.
So talked about how the first and second battles differed, pointing out that the second one was more tactically sound and exciting. He expressed delight about the prospect of a third fight, saying it would be fantastic if it materialized, and he implied that Bol should have a chance at a rematch, stressing that he most certainly deserves a trilogy.
It was more of a shootout.
Yeah, it was.
It was more entertaining. It was more punches from.
What do you think now happens? Do you think David Benavidez deserves obviously a shot against Bivol now?
How? That's not saying That's not saying forget Beterbiev.
So you think
Beterbiev wants a rematch? It deserves a rematch.
100%. So definitely a trilogy.
However, after the bout, Dimitri Bivol clarified why Arur BBF didn't shake his hand, stating that it wasn't a sign of conceit, but rather a typical response because they are both older fighters. Bivol went over to BBF, showed his respect, and gave him a better handshake. F then praised him and said that he would only shake his hand following a third altercation.
It wasn't something arrogant, it wasn't something like, it was normal, you know. Of course, at some point, we're not 16, yeah, we are almost 40 years old, and I'm not shaking hands with my opponent, it's kind of weird, but if he's like this, no problem. I came to him after the fight, directly in the ring, and I told him I respect him and everything, and I shake his hand, and after this, I think he spoke with Turki Alalshikh, and then he came to us and he said...
went on to discuss the possible third fight, stating that he wants to take some time to relax first, since he doesn't know how long it would take him to recover. He said they might talk about the trilogy after they rested. Ball boldly said that he could be better in the third battle, feeling that there was still more he could work on when asked whether he would be even better. He confessed that he made some mistakes and wasn't entirely satisfied with his performance in the ring, but he thinks he can improve for the next time.
I want to rest, yeah, because I don't know when I will recover, yeah, and then we could talk.
Do you think you will be even better in the trilogy?
Of course I could be better. I feel that inside I have something, I could be better. I wasn't happy for 100% of what I did in the ring, to be honest. Of course, there were some mistakes, and I could be better, yeah.
What more do you want out of the game? You beat Canelo out.
Additionally, His Excellency Turki Alalshikh stated that people want to see a third battle and that Bivol deserved to win the rematch. Additionally, he stated that the third combat will go place if the Ara Ruazetta's BF approves.
He deserves it, and we want to see the third.
We'll see the third fight now.
Yeah.
Do you think Bivol had done enough tonight?
Yeah, if Artur accepts, we will have the...
His analysis of the bout, Eddie Hearn said that despite the fact that the first round was so close, many people believed Demetrius Bivol had won. When he heard the scorecard, which read Handshake 14-114, he reacted shock, believing that a draw was not conceivable. Hearn gave Bobo great marks for his effort, pointing out that he defeated him in the next 3 rounds after winning the first 2.
I think a lot of people felt like he won the first fight, if I'm honest. But it was a very close fight. And listen, when I heard the 114, I was like, please, don't do that to us again, because you just couldn't see how you scored that fight a draw. Good banter. Yeah, it was one of the best performances I've ever witnessed. Like, I thought he won the first 2 rounds, and then after that, Bivol won, I think. Beterbiev won the next 3, I think. But it was the way he won them, and it was the speed that he was coming out, and it was the way he was cutting off the ring, and he was doing all the things that he did in 10, 11, 12 last time. But at that stage, last time, you're thinking, oh, we've only got to just hold on here, and the fight's over.